everybody. Welcome to AP World History Unit 7.8 Mass Atrocities Review. So this is basically going to go through all the mass atrocities that occurred during World War II, starting off with the Holocaust. The Holocaust was the most notorious mass violence that sparked the whole World War II. It was an anti-Semitism of the Nazi parties, and a lot of the Jews would go to the concentration camps or be tortured very, very badly. One of the most famous nights of the Germans persecuting the Jews was the Kristallnacht, in which they went ballistic on the Jews, basically. As a result, at the end of World War II, people were very curious about why the Germans did this, how did the Germans do it, and wanted Germany to give an apology. Hence, the Nuremberg trials commenced, and it was basically to prosecute prominent Nazi leaders for their cruelty. There are other genocides and mass atrocities that occurred, such as the Armenian genocide, which was carried out by the Young Turks, in which they massacred the Armenian population and did horrible things. Another one was the Holodomor and famines. It was basically man-made famines that occurred in Soviet Ukraine, and it was caused by the collectivization, plus exporting food from Ukraine. Another one is the Cambodian genocide, led by Khmer Rouge, who was a communist regime led by Pol Pot. They wanted to create a classless agrarian rule. They began to move more people into rural areas, and as a result, that caused a lot of starvation. People were thought to be spies. It was pretty bad. The Rwandan genocide was the mass extermination of the Tutsi ethnic group started by the Hutus government, and it once again hurt people very badly and was awful. And that is all for this. The other genocide stuff besides the Holocaust isn't really necessarily talked about much in AP World. It's good to know they exist, but you want to study specifically on the Holocaust. But that is all. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, I recommend you check out Fiveable. Very, very helpful, you guys. It helps with cramming and all of that type of stuff. And if you really, really like it, you can use my code to get 20% off your purchase, okay? It's very helpful. Even if you get a month, it's very, very helpful. You have access to all subjects, all APs, unlimited practice questions, DBQ, LEQ stuff. It's very, very helpful. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!